think people need to take into consideration when it comes to the monuments, the statues, the carvings, and even the paint on the wall. They was doing it in gold. This stuff wasn't just from mere imagination. This was lifestyles. So y'all gotta take that into consideration when y'all look at it and y'all be like, I wondered. No, ain't no wondering. It is what it is. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
10. Aksum Empire. While a Christian revolution was occurring in Europe, a powerful kingdom emerged on the African continent. In present-day Ethiopia, the Aksum Empire became one of the largest markets of northeastern Africa with its epic trading and naval strength. As traders from this country were going past the Nile River and into Alexandria, Aksum dominated the coast of the Red Sea until the 7th century. Besides influencing other superpowers in Africa, Europe, and Asia, this empire created Ge'ez, Africa's only original written script, and had throngs of foreign visitors. One Persian writer hailed Aksum as one of the 4 greatest powers of the world. Still, little is known about this impressive African civilization. Benin Empire. A unique settlement in what is now present-day Nigeria, the Kingdom of Benin began when the Edo people cut down trees in the western African rainforest. By the 1400s, the little settlement had developed into a mighty kingdom. The rulers of Benin, called the Oba, had an unusual taste for brass in their stunning palaces. The Benin people also used brass in artwork, statues, and plaques depicting gory battle scenes. As for trading, Benin found wealth due to its location near the Niger River, which allowed merchants to trade with African kingdoms in the north. On the south end of the empire was the Atlantic Ocean, which permitted ships to exchange goods such as coral beads, pepper, and leopard skins. European trade commenced during the 14th century. The Benin Empire came to an end when the British invaded to take Benin's resources and burned the empire to the ground.
Yo, they say they wanted all the smoke, huh? I'm about to say they're going to take everything. And that's just about right. It was a trade that they was doing, and then next thing you know, somebody say, you know what, we're going to one-up them.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it be.
And we all know where it led to.
The Kingdom of Ghana. Ancient Ghana, which sat on an immense gold mine, was so rich that even its dogs wore collars made of the precious metal.
Heard that.
With strategic planning, powerful leaders...
I wanted to make a joke. I wanted to make a joke. So I was about to say, so Ghana been flashy.
Yeah.
Okay, they say we're going to show y'all this gold drip.
All the way down to the dogs.
Yeah.
And an abundance of natural resources, Ghana soon became another big African influence. Trading with Europeans and North Africans, Ghana imported books, cloth, and horses in exchange for gold and ivory. Salt was also in high demand. Arab businessmen often struggled for months to reach the kingdom and trade. If someone was accused of breaking the law in Ghana, that person was forced to drink an acrid blend of wood and water. If he threw up the mixture, he was considered innocent. Otherwise, he was considered guilty and punished by the king.
Wow.
Despite holding off many invasions, Ghana eventually collapsed in 1240. Isolated from trade and weakened by its rivals, the kingdom was absorbed into the growing Mali Empire. Number 7. The Mali Empire. The Mali Empire was a major African civilization that thrived between the 13th and 16th centuries. Founded by a man named Sundiata Keita, aka the Lion King. The empire was located near present-day West Africa. While the Lion King was an impressive ruler, The empire flourished the most under Mansa Musa, who holds the title of the richest man in history. His fortune was worth a whopping $400 billion, an amount that puts Bill Gates to shame. Musa also made Timbuktu, the Mali capital, the main center for education and culture in Africa, allowing scholars from all over the continent to come and study. Like Benin, Mali was successful in trade because of its location by the Niger River. However, it was plundered by invaders from Morocco in 1593. This weakened the empire, and Mali soon ceased to be an important political entity. 6.
I think people need to take into consideration when it comes to the monuments, the statues, the carvings, and even the paint on the wall. They was doing it in gold. This stuff wasn't just from mere imagination. This was lifestyles. So y'all gotta take that into consideration when y'all look at it and y'all be like, I wondered. No, ain't no wondering. It is what it is.
Right. I can't help but think of the communities
Oh man.
here
Oh yeah.
where they were thriving and
Yeah.
destruction happened in so many different ways. I can't, y'all know, as we're watching these videos, we're always just, having realizations of things and revelations, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like, once you see something that's thriving so well and so successful, why these civilizations are no longer there? Of course, it has grown into more, and we're in modern day, but just hearing the stories,
And
I just see
constant wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I just see similarities of the story.
yeah.
Nok civilization.
Oh, I heard
The
of
Nok.
The
before.
first traces of this mysterious civilization were discovered in 1928 by a group of Nigerian tin miners. As archaeologists uncovered bits of pottery, rock paint, and tools, they were shocked to realize how advanced this previously unknown civilization was. During their existence from 900 BC until AD 200, the Nok culture created a complex judicial system centuries before modern ones were invented. Using several different classes of courts, they dealt with matters such as theft, murder, adultery, and family disputes. The Nok people were also the earliest makers of life-size terracotta statues. Their statues depicted alien-looking people with long heads, almond-shaped eyes, and parted lips. The Nok were also advanced in metalworking, forging small knives, spear points, and bracelets. In AD 200, the Nok population rapidly declined for no apparent reason. Famine, over-reliance on resources, and climatic change has all been proposed as explanations. 5. The Kingdom of Kush.
Y'all
Kingdom
know
of
about this.
Kush.
Relatively unknown outside of Africa, the Kingdom of Kush was located
Look at
in
that.
present-day Sudan. This civilization was strikingly similar to Egypt and once ruled like Egyptian pharaohs. The Kushites also mummified their dead, built pyramids as burial grounds, and worshipped crazy gods. However, there were several key differences between the two cultures. Iron had become a huge resource for Kush, while the Egyptians were still discovering the wonders of this metal. Women also played a much bigger role in Kush society, and queens often succeeded their kings. In fact, one of the biggest pyramids in Kush was built to honor a female ruler. Kush was also famous for its archers, who were often depicted in artwork. However, it's theorized that their culture declined after Kush was invaded by Ezana from Aksum, and then taken over by a new society called the X Group, aka the Balana culture. 4. Songhai Empire.
I've seen this
Songhai.
article.
The Songhai Empire spanned thousands of
Wakanda.
miles across much
Well,
of Western Africa.
the
Lasting
buildings.
nearly 800 years, the kingdom was considered one of the greatest empires in the world from the 15th to the 16th centuries. As with other African civilizations, Songhai derived most of its wealth from trading, which was extremely safe due to the 200,000 person army placed along its provinces.
I feel like when I hear the trading cultures, like when I was really, really young, I feel like you can agree with this too because you was doing the same thing. We was trading back in the day as well.
Yeah.
It's like the hustle and bustle thing, like that wasn't really a big thing if you ask me from when I was coming up because I would trade things like, okay, we can make it in plain sight. Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
We was trading Pokemon cards.
Bartering. Give me something for what I have.
Yeah, I would draw this for you, and then you could just give me this. It was. I don't think that a revenue actually played a big place. Like
that was currency.
Yeah, currency. Okay,
that was the currency of that time, and that's in all civilizations.
Yeah, but the evolution of it though.
Yeah,
now it's gotta get $1.
Everybody trying to build.
Several thousand cultures were under its control, all held together by a centralized government bureaucracy. A new currency was also created, which allowed the diverse cultures to blend and unite. The size of this empire was its downfall, with its enormous territory too difficult to control. Songhai tumbled into civil war, and by the end of the 16th century, the once mighty empire had fractured into smaller, squabbling kingdoms. 3. Land of Punt.
I haven't heard of this.
Located in present-day Somalia, Punt was considered the Atlantis of Africa. Unlike
Let's hold up. Wait a minute.
Just like ancient Egypt.
And I'm thinking about the location because I remember having a project in middle school, and it was about Egypt. And I remember, y'all know me. I've always been a person who was big on representation. Everything has to look like me on the paper. And I remember coloring in the Egyptian to look like me.
Yeah.
And the teacher told me, no, this is so wrong. I knew it was about Egypt, but she was like, no, this is so wrong. You have to do your project over. She made me do a whole project over. And this was on a big poster board. And now I'm looking at this like, hey, I need to go get in contact with that teacher. For real, because...
I feel you.
So it seems like, because they're all, in sort of the same region.
Yeah.
Because even the one earlier had something similar with Egypt.
Oh, with
Kush.
the mummies. Yeah.
Kush. So it seems like, they did similar things because of the region that they were in.
The region that they were in. Yeah, that makes sense.
Kingdoms.
Neighboring each other's.
Yeah.
Word of mouth, you hear how they moving like this, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of was capitalizing off of each other. If it works for you, then it has to work for us type of energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Louisiana
Uh-oh.
and Houston. Now, I won't say the whole Texas now.
Uh-oh.
Louisiana and Houston.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio, with crawfish.
Yeah.
We cook crawfish similar. I say similar because some people be putting the seasoning on the outside of the shell and not cooking with the boil.
I'm just trying to make some claims.
Or blue crabs. And Maryland does it different from Louisiana.
Yeah.
But similar. We're all in the same country.
It's basically saying we all put it all in the same pot, but not everybody want to cook it the same.
Exactly.
And only one way is the right way.
That's preference, babe.
Not
you about to have a whole
only
Maryland
one
versus
way
Louisiana
is
fight.
the right way. Because I'm not, again, personally, Louisiana, all the way here to where we are today, no, I lie. We can go all the way to California. Right. We had some crawfish that we ate, and when they put it out on the table and all, it's like, the seasoning was like, first of all, it was stupid wet. We don't even eat wet crawfish like that where we from. It's juice. The juice is on the inside. Right. I'm gonna get off this conversation.
Y'all heard him.
I'm gonna get off the conversation.
most African civilizations, the people of this land of gods were described as having dark red complexions and long hair, and citizens lived in reed huts suspended on still.
What is this, y'all? What's that on their head? And this is a fro. Don't get me wrong. That's a fro. I used to draw photos like this when I was a kid. It's like I would draw like a man with a long chin and he had like this long beard, bro. That's locks if you ask me.
Why the lady looks so different?
Or a fro. That's curvature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I would say that's locks, but the way their hair looked like heavy waves, like some real thick
waves,
rolls or something. But
hold on, wait, I saw a picture recently of someone in Africa, and they had like this. They had that similar hairstyle, but it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody can bring it back.
No, for real.
Somebody can bring it back. That's curves, bro.
Okay.
That's man. I'm gonna just
They
keep.
made
I
that
got some
like
more
real.
stuff I want to say.
They
Yo,
made that like real. That sounds so
but
crazy.
but the artwork was fire.
Yeah.
It really helped us understand what it was, how things
above the
was.
water. Trading missions between Egypt and Punt were common, including the first documented flora exchange when Queen Hatshepsut traded trees during her famous expedition.
Trees.
All sort of goods were exchanged with Punt, from incense and ivory to human dwarfs and
That sound good.
pygmies.
Human dwarf.
Although the exact location of
that's
Punt is still debated, it was
Y'all, is that the story about Willy Wonka, or is that the other story about something about Europe? It was something. Something.
I think you're paddling this boat by yourself. See?
Okay, all right. Well, y'all let me know. Let me know.
Yo, I done in the middle of nowhere looking for her answer.
Well, you know, when you like read so much,
Yeah.
about so much, you forget.
Or
things.
or it's probably just like a level of clarity that you're getting from a level of information you had sometime in history.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, whoa, this sounds familiar, you know?
That's why I gotta write things down a lot.
Writing down is important. Brain dumping is important. Put it on
For
paper.
real.
described as being lush and green. Sailors most likely reached it by traveling through the Red Sea or drifting down the Nile in small sailing boats.
Come on, been sailing.
Many people believe that Punt had a huge influence on Egyptian culture, from their literature to their religion. Despite this, some historians question whether Punt even existed.
Man, it's written in plain sight.
2. Zulu Empire.
We know about the
Oh, we
Zulu.
get
The
it.
rise
we
of
get
the
it now.
Zulu Empire wouldn't have happened without wedlock.
That
The
man.
start of the kingdom was spurred by
So
Shaka
much like my
Zulu,
grandfather.
the illegitimate son of Chief Senzanganoka. After dodging several attempted murders and bloody family disputes, Shaka became chief of the Zulus. Using his groundbreaking military tactics, Shaka helped the empire rise to its rich and famous heights. The Zulu Empire's biggest accomplishment stems from being one of the most feared African civilizations during the colonial period. By introducing the Iklua spear and creating the bull formation, Shaka trained his warriors so well that they eventually defeated the British invasion. The Zulu grew into a powerful but violent empire. However, by the 1900s, it had been absorbed into the Cape Colony. Today, parts of the Zulu form the modern country of South Africa. Number 1. Ancient Carthage. An early Phoenician settlement, the ancient city-state of Carthage was located in modern-day Tunisia and covered most of the Mediterranean. Its strategic placement and abundance of trade allowed Carthage to grow quite wealthy, as the Carthage people were extremely skilled in furniture crafting. Punic cushions, mattresses, and beds were an expensive luxury. At one point, their Roman rivals unsuccessfully attempted to copy their designs. Carthage also created an intricate system with governmental checks and balances, wrote a constitution, and managed an extensive library.
Wow.
Unfortunately, most of their literature was destroyed or given as gifts to the Median kings. Only one book remains, a manual on agricultural technique that was translated into Greek. Eventually, Carthage was burned and plundered by the expansion of the Roman Empire. However, the Carthage city-state left an indelible mark as a rich trading empire and a powerful commercial force in Africa.
All right, yeah, we're going to stop it right there. Make sure y'all check his channel out. I would like to say that, if you just know your history, because you got to look at these kings and these queens who was thriving and just doing excellent work, you feel me? But because they knew the history, the next generation that came, Shaka Zulu, even more fierce, even more powerful, even more stronger,
You see
even
them now.
military background. But then it gets me like, now you got where people are just comfortable. It's like we stop digging to stop realizing to stop evolving.
Yeah.
We keep evolving if we keep remembering. But we die down when we just played, played by ear. Thank you.
I can't snap with this.
It's okay.
All
I
right.
heard it.
Yes, I love connecting the puzzles and seeing the people today. Like
Yeah.
when we saw the new king of the Zulu get installed and that stuff was just so powerful to see, because when we look at history and, things of the ancient past,
Yeah.
we have a disconnect with how long ago it was.
Yeah.
And we forget that these people have had babies.
Babies, yeah.
No matter how long ago it was, there's somebody today that is still that person. On the channel a lot, y'all always hear us talk about
That's
our
facts.
ancestors.
That is
and
facts.
our African American culture. And of course, we reference slavery a lot because that was the beginning of our people in this land, although they have a story before that, right?
Facts,
when we look at the Zulu and see how, those girls, they be dancing, they be all over my TikTok, right? I'm not talking about TikTok. But they be dancing and stuff, and they sing, oh my God, when they start singing.
Yeah, even that.
And so when I'm looking at them, I'm not just looking at them as a modern day person.
No.
I'm looking at them that they come from people like Shaka Zulu.
Mm-hmm.
That's his people.
Yeah, yeah.
When I look at people from Mali and they be doing the dances on social media, I think about Mansa Musa. I think about all this stuff because we are supposed to keep our cultures going.
Big facts, big facts.
Even if it's a small part, we supposed to keep our culture going. We posted a clip a while back of our son dancing, and he was doing something that we call footwork.
Footwork.
With our second lines. That's a part of our culture. That's how you keep culture going and moving forward.
That's how you keep the breath in it going.
Right.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's just, I talked about the entertainment things and the cultural things, but knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Retelling the history of your people, being griots. That's what I consider myself to be.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
I may do it in a different way.
People don't realize that how we take in information reshapes our brain. And just imagine if you're taking in information that is there for you to actually, it's about you. Because you, as many people that they have in this world, you are an offspring of an offspring.
Yeah.
Of great lines of great men and women. So you got to just take that into consideration and know you so you can be better. And so your mindset can just help view this world in a better way.
And it makes you have more confidence.
That is
within
key.
Yourself.
That is key.
Because as I'm looking at you and I'm hearing how you speak.
Oh,
you know,
come on.
And how we've been uncovering our...
Don't put that touch on me like that.
I'm going to be nice on camera.
Okay.
How we've been uncovering our family trees. And you know how we feel after we look at all the documents and things. Just to see you, knowing that you come from a line of cowboys and knowing the cowboy story.
Yeah.
That wasn't that long ago. They learned things that, what they call I forgot the name of it, but the Mexicans taught the Spanish, who taught the people they brought with them, the Africans that they brought with them. You come from that line. You come from a line of one man who traveled from the north to the south to fight in the Civil War.
Okay, you're giving all the good stuff, huh?
I forgot y'all was here. That's
Lord,
it. I'm sorry.
Oh my. Okay.
I'm sorry, but
it helps you view the person because I'm not just that dude that she met. I'm not just the guy that you met in college.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It runs deep.
It was a program. It wasn't college. It was high school.
Okay, we was in the college dormitory. We was on the campus.
We were still in high school.
That was college world for me.
He really do think we was in college, but we was in college. We wasn't in college together, okay? It's called Upward Bound. For the people who's like, what? It's called Upward Bound. It's a college preparatory program to prepare students, high school students, for
program.
College. We wasn't in college together. Anyway, I forgot what we was talking about.
You was over here just rubbing my shoulder, making me feel good, giving my ears some loving.
No, but I was creating an example. I gave the example of the entertainment, but all of that, going back to you, all of those people you come from, and knowing how hard of a worker you are, knowing your story and connecting it to their story, you got strength from them people.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we're going off course, but that's okay.
Nah, because you can go back to them. Because you was talking about the Zulus, like watching the ladies. You said they'd be all over your social media because you actually like watching them.
Yeah.
They're not just someone that you see for the first time and think, interesting, that's cool, that's nice to know. It's a history.
Yeah, it's not just that person.
It's not just that person. It's deeper than their lens.
Yeah.
And if you look into the next lens, ancestry, it's deeper than their lens. And it goes deeper and deeper.
Yeah,
and if you know that, then you're going to be up in there holding yourself in a standard with value and wealth. And you're going to love on yourself differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hope we made sense with all of that.
Yeah.
But
It is what
I'm
it
so
is.
full.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
so
video.
full. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.